Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really sifting through some powerful stuff on personal finance.
Yeah, we are. It's all about making that big shift, from like just working for money.
To having your money actually work for you.
Right.
Exactly. We've got some really strong, no-nonsense material here. It frames it as kind of the ultimate guide to financial freedom.
That's right. And our mission today really is to pull out the key wisdom. We're going from debt, how to manage that, all the way to building real wealth. We want to get to the core nuggets, the actionable stuff, so you don't just know what to do, but really understand why it's so important for, your independence long term.
Okay, let's unpack this then. And we're kicking off with a statement that's, well, it's pretty challenging. Might shake up how a lot of us think about our finances. This isn't about, like, get-rich-quick schemes. It's really about the solid foundations for, lasting freedom. And this first idea, it hits hard.
It really does.
The material just lays it out there. Debt is slavery. Pretty blunt.
Well,
It says, when you're in debt, your money belongs to someone else. It's not just a catchy phrase, is it?
no, it's visceral.
It really hammers home that every dollar you owe is a future hour of your life already sold.
Mm-hmm.
And, beyond the money, it's about how debt just limits your choices, right? Your career, the risks you can take.
Absolutely. It steals your options. It's a harsh truth, but one we kind of need to face. So many things we think are normal loans, EMIs, credit cards. They can trap you, chain you to that paycheck without you even realizing it sometimes. And those buy now, pay later things, or zero interest deals.
Yeah, they seem harmless.
They seem harmless, but they're still debt. They're designed to get you spending future money today.
And the cost can be way more than you think. There's this example. A $2,000 TV bought on EMI.
Okay.
It actually cost you $2,600 after interest. Just calls it out. That's not a deal. That's a trap.
That hidden cost, yeah. That's what keeps people feeling stuck.
Right?
Which brings us back to freedom. The advice here is crystal clear. Don't finance your lifestyle. Finance your freedom. Get out of debt first, so your money is actually yours.
Yours to build with, not just pay off the past.
Exactly. So when you think about it, what stands out to you? How might debt be quietly stealing your freedom, maybe in ways beyond just the interest?
That's a deep question. And it leads us perfectly into the flip side, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The counterforce to debt, what the source calls a real financial superpower. Compound interest.
Ah, yes. The good stuff.
Yeah, it says really emphatically, the earlier you save, the richer you get. And this part. This is where things get really interesting.
Well, the math isn't complicated, but the real challenge is psychological, right? Consistently choosing future growth over wanting something now.
Totally.
It's that snowball effect. Your money earns money, and then that money starts earning more money. The actions are simple. Start saving now, even tiny amounts. Reinvest everything it earns. And then be patient. Let time do the work.
And the example they give is just, it really drives it home. It says, save just $10 a day.
$10, like a coffee and a snack.
Right, in a 10% return fund.
Mm-hmm.
Over 30 years, that small daily habit, it becomes over $678,000.
Incredible.
Just $10 a day. It shows you it's about consistency, not necessarily huge lump sums.
And that's why it's a superpower. It's not luck, it's discipline applied over time. That's the real magic behind building long-term wealth.
Okay, so we've got debt as the trap, compounding is the superpower. Now let's tackle credit cards, because they're everywhere and there's a lot of confusion. The materials view is strong. Credit cards don't make you rich, they keep you poor. Now, we all like the rewards, the points.
Yeah, the lure is there.
But is it worth it, really?
Well, for most people, the sources say pretty clearly no. It details why they're often so bad. Late fees, sure, but it's the crazy high interest rates on balances you carry over.
Right.
And just the psychology of it, it makes it easier to overspend because it doesn't feel like real money in the moment.
Until the bill comes.
Exactly. So the rule they hammer home is, if you can't pay it off right now, don't buy it. Use it for convenience if you have the cash, not as a loan.
Yeah, it even suggests maybe just stick to a debit card. Or only use the credit card if the money is literally sitting in your account ready to pay it off immediately. It's about building good habits, not more debt.
Which leads to a really important question for, everyone listening. How many of us really use credit cards just for convenience, paying them off in full every month?
Versus kind of using them to bridge gaps.
Right. Using them as short-term, high-interest loans. That distinction is absolutely critical, understanding how you use them.
That's a really good point. And speaking of things that can drain your money, cars. especially brand new cars.
Oh, yeah.
Material points out the immediate hit. Cars lose value. The moment you drive off the lot, a new car loses 10–20% of its value. Just poof, gone.
It's huge. Such a depreciating asset. So the smarter way, according to these sources,
Buy a good used car.
yeah,
With cash. And then invest the difference.
the numbers are stark. Like a $40,000 car on a loan could easily cost you $55,000 with interest.
Wow.
But if you buy a reliable, say, $7,000 used car instead
Yeah.
and invest that $33,000 you saved, well, that could grow to $100,000 in 10 years.
That's a massive difference. It really reinforces that idea. Let your money grow, not shrink.
Exactly. And that applies to so much more than just cars.
Okay, so that leads nicely into the next point. Moving beyond just saving money to actively generating passive income.
Yes, this is key.
The material states, wealth isn't just about savings. It's about how much money flows into your life without you working for it.
Yeah.
This was a big shift for me, thinking about it this way. It's not just about a bigger paycheck.
Not at all. It's about building resilience, building options. The sources talk about how build assets, things like rental properties, stocks, index funds, maybe digital products.
Things that generate income for you.
Right. And at the same time, cut down liabilities. So unnecessary loans, subscriptions you don't use, those constant luxury expenses. The goal is multiple streams of income.
And the comparison used is so powerful. A person earning $3,000 a month from passive income is freer
Freer, yeah.
than someone earning $10,000 from a job they hate. That just puts time and freedom front and center, doesn't it?
It really reframes everything. True freedom isn't just about the gross income number, especially if it's tied to misery. It's about financial independence, having your needs covered without trading all your time for it. That's the dream, really.
Definitely. Okay, here's another rule from the material. Very countercultural. If you can't afford to buy something twice, don't buy it once. Simple, but hard to stick to sometimes.
Oh, it's incredibly hard in our consumer culture, but it's powerful. It forces you to delay gratification, to really think about needs versus wants. And it taps into that idea that the rich stay rich by being frugal. It's not about being cheap necessarily, but about being intentional with spending, changing that relationship with stuff.
And the example makes it concrete.
Yeah.
Like upgrading your phone every single year.
Yeah.
That $1,200.
Yeah, easy to spend.
Invest that instead. The material suggests in 20 years, that could be $10,000 or even more. That's the hidden cost of always needing the newest thing now.
Exactly. It connects right back to valuing long-term growth over that instant hit of satisfaction. It's a mindset shift, a big one.
Which leads to probably the most common piece of financial advice, but maybe the most important. Pay yourself first, always.
Absolutely fundamental. Your future self gets the first cut of your income.
Before bills, before fun money, before anything else.
Yes. And the recommendation is specific. The
Mm.
first 20%, ideally, straight into savings or investments. And this is crucial. Automate it.
Take the willpower out of it.
Exactly. Set it up so it just happens. Don't rely on remembering or feeling motivated. Make it automatic.
And the potential impact is huge. They use the stat. If you make $5,000 a month, invest $1,000 automatically. Just doing that one thing.
Consistently.
That habit alone can make you a millionaire in 20 years.
Mm.
It's not some secret formula. It's just discipline plus compounding.
Right. And think about it. Automating removes that mental fight, doesn't it? That struggle each month. It just happens, makes progress almost effortless over time.
Yeah, it really does. Okay, and related to investing. Investing not just money, but in yourself. The material says your brain is your biggest asset.
Love that.
Ah.
Because it's true. Investing isn't just stocks and bonds.
Yeah.
It's about learning, gaining skills that make you more valuable, skills that help you earn more, reading books, taking courses. The more valuable you become, the higher your earning potential. And just as important, the better you get at actually keeping and growing the money you make. Financial literacy is key.
So true. Okay, so you're earning, you're saving, hopefully investing, but you need to know what's actually going on with your money, right?
Absolutely. Can't fly blind.
The deep dive brings up that classic management saying, what gets measured gets managed.
And it applies perfectly to finance. Practically, that means tracking. Using budgeting apps, spreadsheets, whatever works for you. You need to know your income, all your expenses, how your investments are doing.
Because awareness builds control.
100%. You can't make good decisions if you don't have the data. You need to know where your money's going to tell it where you want it to go.
Okay, final big idea here. And it's about perception versus reality. Wealth is quiet. Rich is loud.
Ooh, that's a good one. Makes you think.
It really does. What does that mean for someone trying to build real, lasting wealth, not just look wealthy?
Well, it contrasts, the flashy stuff you see everywhere. Stop flexing on Instagram, it basically says.
Well, yeah.
With the reality of many truly wealthy people, they might drive a used car, wear simple clothes. The advice is essentially let your bank account do the talking, not your lifestyle.
So true wealth doesn't need to shout.
Often it doesn't. It's quiet accumulation, smart decisions, living below your means, not needing external validation through possessions.
It's about building that solid foundation for yourself, not putting on a show. So if we wrap all this up, consolidate the wisdom. The big takeaway really is money equals freedom.
That's the core message.
Breaking free from just trading time for money. Building a life where your money serves you.
And getting there. It's not about luck. The material is so clear on this. You don't need a lottery. You need discipline, patience, and a plan.
Discipline, patience, plan.
Yeah, get out of debt. Start saving. Like now. Invest regularly. Stop buying liabilities that just drain your wealth. Focus on cash flow, passive income, and track everything.
If you start applying even just a couple of these ideas, seriously,
Mm.
it says you'll never be truly broke again.
It's powerful stuff.
So as you're listening, think about it. What's the one principle, maybe one action you'll start with this week? What's the first step you'll take to start making your money work for you?